Yo, how's it going, man?
Stop it looking good.
What do you mean it's not looking good? What's wrong?
I don't know. I've been dealing with a lot of burnout, man. I've had so much work to do and no time to rest. I've been dealing with burnout.
How'd you know you're dealing with burnout?
It's because I've been exhibiting all of these following symptoms. I cannot mention how often I used to be in the same scenario of burning out, and today I'm here to teach you on how to avoid it. So welcome fellow learners to a new chapter in our academic journey. Our destination, consistency, and our mission to study without succumbing to the flames of burnout. We're going to take this like a video game, advancing level by level. And as we go higher into the next level, we'll unlock new strategies and power-ups to stay ahead of the relentless onslaught posed by burnout. So come with me and let's slaughter this burnout monster. Our first step on this journey is to reignite our passion for learning and studying. Think about what activities really make your heart yearn to study and what topics ignite your curiosity. For me, it's really the thrill of understanding new complex concepts and discovering new ideas that really drives me. For instance, I'm currently knee-deep in my studies as a business student, focusing on business operations and business technology. But here's the thing that might really surprise you. I find incredible joy and satisfaction by diving into topics like aviation. It's like a whole new world opening up, and that excitement pushes me to dig deeper and learn even more. It's really moments like these that make me want to move forward on my learning journey. Something else I believe you can do here is seek inspiration from others who share your passion for learning. So by surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who can encourage you and guide you on your learning journey, you can achieve this step. I, for example, personally make it a point to study with my friends at least 1 to 2 times a week. And this is not just because of the number of ideas that we can bounce off each other, but it's also because of how we can quiz each other, discuss concepts, and keep each other going and motivated in difficult times. Plus, having that sort of support system really helps us going when everything gets really difficult and tough. So I encourage you to embark on this journey of passion and reignite your enthusiasm for education, so that you can transform studying from a chore into a joyful pursuit. The flow is like a river of focus. It effortlessly guides us through our tasks and studies. But the question here is, how do we tap into this elusive state? The key here is mindfulness. By bringing our attention to the present, we can quieten the chatter that is present in our minds and the chatter around us and immerse ourselves fully in our studies. Challenge yourselves by doing interactive tasks that require a lot of attention and engagement. For example, set up a timer for focused study sessions and see how your productivity and concentration absolutely soar. Most importantly, try avoiding all sorts of distractions here. Try studying in an area where you know there's not a lot of noise so you won't get distracted, and also use noise-canceling headphones. As you enter the flow state, you'll notice a sense of effortless focus and clarity. Time seems to really fly by, and studying becomes a really rewarding and deep experience. By mastering this art of flow, we can unlock peak performance and intrinsic satisfactions in our study sessions. So, you finally made it to level 3. Here we harness the power of creativity as an effective tool for learning and studying. Creativity is not just for artists. That's a very common misconception. Instead, it really helps us and is a very powerful tool that can enhance our learning and retention of information. For example, aspects like mind mapping is a fantastic way for you to unlock your creative potential and make connection between different ideas. Personally, I swear by mind mapping, especially when I'm generating new ideas for my YouTube videos. I'll jot down points and assess their relative importance. If they're key players, they make the cut, otherwise they hit the floor. This way, I keep my videos concise and packed with value. Around 5 tips per video to keep things snappy. And trust me, without this, my videos would go on and on and on and ramble forever. When I'm studying though, I make sure to use a lot of visual aids. They're my secret weapon for making studying more memorable and enjoyable at the same time. Think about it. Instead of drowning in a sea of text, you've got diagrams, charts, graphs, and illustrations to guide you through the sea of information. It's like having a roadmap to knowledge, and it makes the learning journey a lot more memorable and enjoyable. So I really recommend doing this. Connection, connection, connection. It's a word that seems to echo everywhere today, doesn't it? Whether it's networking for career opportunities or building other connections for personal relationships, we hear this word everywhere. But its importance cannot really be overstated, not at least when it comes to studying and learning. What I believe in is that when you're working with our peers, we can tap into a wealth of knowledge and perspectives that are really difficult to come by when you're working alone. Group discussions allow us to explore different viewpoints and challenge our assumptions. Through respectful dialogue and active listening, we can really deepen our understanding of complex concepts. As I mentioned back in level 1, I make it a point to study with my friends at least 1 to 2 times a week. And this is because in our study sessions, we can do things that we cannot really do when we're studying alone. For instance, we have this fun tradition of quizzing each other frequently. And if somebody messes up, they have to go through a punishment. And the punishment could be something as harmless as doing 50 push-ups on the spot, or sometimes even a neck slap. It not only lightens the mood and brings up a little bit of humor in the study session, but it also keeps us on our toes, ensuring that we're paying attention to everything and we're actively engaged. So give this approach a try if you're really trying to spice up your study routine and trying to avoid burnout while studying consistently. And finally, you've climbed all the hills, mastered the valleys, and conquered the peaks of your educational journey. But there's still one last level to go through. Something I've learned with all my time living alone and abroad is that adaptability is our greatest ally. We must learn to embrace change with grace and determination. This level is all about you learning how to embrace change, bouncing back from failures, and adjusting your study strategies depending on how resilient you need to be in the face of adversity. For example, adaptability really requires us to be open-minded and flexible in our way of studying. For example, sometimes I don't really get my way with how and where I want to study, and that's all right. This is where whatever I've practiced from all the previous levels really comes into play. For example, 2 of my final exams this semester really sit right next to each other. And this is a situation I can't and won't really be complaining about. In fact, what I'm going to do is really adjust my study strategies to suit the situation. Instead of really seeing this as an obstacle, I in fact see this as an opportunity to really put my adaptability skills to the test. I will devise a plan to allocate my time efficiently, making sure that I cover all necessary material for both exams without feeling overwhelmed or burnt out. And if you're struggling with other aspects of studying, like late night studying or last minute studying or studying when you don't feel like it, then I've got a playlist linked for you right here. So my friends, follow these steps that I've devised very carefully, and who knows, this might really be the final push you need to conquer new heights in your educational and academic journey. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, keep striving for excellence, stay curious, and always pursue your dreams. Take care, and I'll see you next time.